ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this little mogi post commentary video. Um, this is just sort of me analyzing my own gameplay in this mogi. Um, I didn't end up scoring too great. Wasn't terrible by any means. Um, but overall, I'd say my GP3 could have gone a lot better. But we'll get to that. Starting things off on Moo Moo Meadows, lovely track. I'm able to get a really good startup boost after starting in 11th, and I get a third place shroom. Really lucky. One of the guys ahead of me also pulled shrooms and unfortunately takes my box. But I stay out of his line. It's a fib. Very nice. Yeah, just good on me avoiding the backspin, I guess. Nice attempt toss up there. See, I pull a green there. Just really trying not to get back spammed here. And just unfortunate bump by that guy out of cut. I guess I probably should have expected some people to take the cut. I don't really know why I'm wheeling on that turn. That's a weird foul. Yeah, I don't really know why I was wheeling there. Yeah, not enough for next time. Just try not to wheelie with people coming out of cut. Good shock for me because I'm able to get this box. I don't know why I went for such a wide one, and I don't know why I was still incredibly wide. But yeah, just trying to stay away from the guy in Mega. My mate runs into the cow there, I think. We're tag 8, by the way. I pull really lucky golden. Really should have been green there, but I just managed to avoid it somehow. And I take home second, and I get absolutely destroyed on lap 4. But yeah, very happy with second. I think in that scenario, that was the best outcome out of that, especially with Noah's Ark's greens that he pulled. I very easily could have just ran right into that. Alright, anyways, starting off with 2-8, not a bad race by any means. And moving on here, race 2, we got GCN DK Mountain. Yeah, I don't know, overall not one of my favorite tracks, but I'm usually glad to get it over with early on in the mogi. I'm pretty sure some funny shenanigans happen on this, but I can't remember the outcome being too great. We'll see here. So starting out behind Waluigi on the Zhangji Nimi, just absolutely fail that wheelie strat. I feel like I should just time trial this one more. I really just have no idea how to drive it optimally at all. Yeah, my mate's up here bumping me around. Thankfully, I may cut. My mate, I don't think, is so lucky. Try and get a nice snipe here. It was a good idea, but yeah, unfortunately no. Yeah, rockin' third, another third place shroom after that first race. My mate's nowhere to be found right now. I forget what I do with this shroom. I'm either gonna use it on this downhill or after cut. Oh no, it gets shocked out of me. So yeah, shroom's gone. Just absolutely out of my sight. Couldn't even go back for it, but it's fine. It's nice to be small in this section. Still right behind Waluigi. Get the cut, throw that at him, but unfortunately no. And then here, yeah. I probably should have noticed I was falling off right there, or headed over there. Almost get started. I don't know how I didn't. But yeah, that's also just an unfortunate slip, I guess. What can you do? Just gotta try and stay on the bridge better next time. But anyways, blue is thrown. I'm not sure where my mate's at this point, really. I pull another shroom. I think I just use it here to catch up a bit more. End up in second place. I really don't want to get backed, and I have a feeling he'll back it on the cut, but he doesn't, so I go for it, and I try and go inside that banana. Luckily, the shock, like, low-key saves me, because I just completely ran into the fence there. But still, I end up getting sixth place, which isn't too amazing, um, considering I had a shot at second there for a minute. But yeah, 6-9, not an ideal race there. We're starting off a little bit slow, but next up is BC3, so it can all change right here. And I just gotta say some absolutely whimsical shit goes down on this. Lap 2 specifically, if I recall correctly. But yeah, starting off, triple bananas in fifth, not great, but people are just kind of taking themselves out. So now, up to fourth after the bill passes me. I pull shroom, but I slow down way too early, just have an awful angle at it. I don't know, I don't really know. I feel like usually after going off that last jump, I don't, or I end up with a lot more speed. So it takes me longer to slow down, but that time I just slowed to a halt so quickly. Yeah, I don't know. It was pretty risky of me to go for it at all, with the pack so close behind me, but I was a little greedy. But, I get a dodge because I spam my star, thinking someone would spam the shock because they're so far behind. And so now I have a bullet bill. I'm fairly sure that there isn't going to be another shock before I can go for the shortcut. So I'm just going to hold it until the shortcut. Accidentally don't get a trick, and oh no, the bloopers. The bloopers here, someone else is next to me, but I make it, and as soon as I land, the shot comes, so, it's a bit unfortunate. If I did make it, I probably would have used it as soon as I knew it would start taking me forward, like somewhere on that bridge there. So if the shot came like a couple seconds later, then I would have been really far up there, but now because of that, I end up getting triple shrooms in fourth, which is honestly a much better scenario. Really good back spam evasion there. I'm pretty proud of that. I feel like back spam evasion is very hit or miss for me, but for the most part in this event, I was feeling pretty on top of it. I get the nice pow dodge, cut not blocked at all. I end up taking cut and then dodging the blue shell. I know you're thinking, oh well, if you didn't take cut or whatever, first place could have been blued, and that's my teammate. So I just saved him from getting blued, and was able to dodge the blue myself, and so we end up getting top 2 on BC3. So after the slow start to the GP, that definitely is what we needed right there. So now we just got one more race of GP1, and so far that really turned it around for us. This is looking like a pretty solid event for us. If we can continue with this momentum, I believe after that, that put us into second place overall. I think for the most of this event, we were in like top 3 the entire time, basically. Most often in second place, I believe. But anyways, BC 64, RBC, whatever you call it. Very good for top 2. Got that insane snipe, but then, I just barely don't make it underneath the swamp in time. I really thought I could squeeze in there. That's just, I don't know. I need more practice, I guess. But yeah, so much for top 2. My mate ends up back here in 6th as well, and then I end up getting bullet billed. So now I'm in 8th, but I have a star, and yeah, I don't really know why I used it there. Like, last place is already pretty far past the item set, so if they did pull shock and they hadn't used it yet, then they were probably saving it to chain, or even hold till first set if they do have it. But I mean, I think I just wanted to catch up and to get rid of it. I pull very nice triple shrooms there, so I'm able to get back up to the front. That time I do make it underneath that middle thwomp, thankfully. Um, I'm just trying to avoid everything I can and hold this for the cut, but then I get bumped and there's a mega behind me, so I want to get away, and then I hit the wall. But it kind of works out. I get shocked before boxes, I don't get mega'd, and I actually pull my own. So I'm able to get into top 2, and here I try to go left of my mate, and I don't know, I still end up squishing him. I really tried to be as far out of the way as possible. I don't really know what else I could have done there. I thought about like schlagging everyone behind me. Okay, that's just bad. But then I ended up packing both of them. But unfortunately, that does cause me to get redded. I just thought that was funny. But yeah, very unfortunate. I don't know. Maybe next time I'll like schlag people on that corner instead. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I really thought I could just pass my mate and be fine. Um, yeah, whatever. Now I know for next time. I just didn't feel like being mean. Uh, uh, Barely avoid the red there. Barely avoid everything here. Um, Somewhat unfortunate shock, but kind of expected. Here, again, just barely avoiding everything. I don't know how I didn't get starred. That was actually so close. But yeah, after everything, all the evasion, I end up just getting wheelie bumped into a wall. Nice little double hop to avoid the Nana. And here it's looking like maybe I can pull off like 9th or 10th, but I end up failing, unfortunately, and then I miss the recovery boost, so Codex beats me, and I get a nice last place, sad little view off into the lava ocean. So, my mate gets 4th, so overall, 33-27 point GP, that's pretty good. But, Z had an absolutely amazing GP as well, so Z's holding first. We've got second. I think we're like 5 points behind at this point. So that's where we are going into GP2, and we're starting off with Peach Gardens, one of my favorite luck tracks. But recently, I don't know what it is. I just haven't been getting very good item luck there. I don't know why I didn't try and go wide for a box. I feel like usually that's a pretty safe bet, but recently I've like trying to like I don't know, trying to stay more in the center so I can try and get an inside box or something if it gets left, like try to read the situation, but most of the time it just doesn't end up working out, so I feel like I should just hard commit to going wide there. Pretty lucky triple shrooms here, but someone has triple reds in front of me, so trying not to get slagged by him. Yeah, he's going like super slow with those mini turbos. I'm just hoping I can take cut here, but yeah, unfortunately I get hit by Codex's green somehow. I think he like threw it forward right as I was crossing in front of him, so pretty unfortunate. I don't know if he planned that or was just trying to throw that away. But yeah, barely missed the dog chain there. I'm able to pick up an item here, and it's a golden mushroom that I accidentally spammed, but honestly I'm not too mad about shrooming through this section anyways. So yeah, end up in 6th place. Unfortunately cannot crack that red in time. Yeah, kudos Waluigi for that. But you know, going in 8th place last lap, getting shocked before the set, so you know, things are looking pretty good here. I end up pulling a star, so I use that to take through cut. You know, I was really hoping for like a golden mushroom there. That probably would have been ideal, but I don't know, I feel like a star is the next best thing there, really. I opt to go really tight there to get a box, and it really ends up paying off. I get a golden, and oof, I don't know how I didn't get megaed. I probably should not have ran into that hedge, but I was really scared of the dude in the mega. Um, yeah, unfortunate wheelie bump. I need to cancel my wheelies in time for that. And then here, unfortunately, I do end up getting 8th place. It looked like I was gonna maybe pull off 7th, but yeah, if I just, I don't know, don't run into the hedge, um, and get past the guy before he has a chance to wheelie bump me, maybe I could have pulled off like 4th or something, but you know, you live and you learn. Alright, next we got MC3, another one of my favorites. And I pull triple shrooms in 5th to start things off, so it's looking pretty good here if I can avoid any backspam. But unfortunately, the red just doesn't crack around the corner. I am able to catch right back up, but then I bonk into a pipe. So, just more questionable driving. Able to chain 9th place box, triple shrooms. Not very lucky considering I just pulled that last lap in 5th place, but I just cycle through. Miss a star grab there. That was just bad maneuvering by me. You know, I slow down weight so much there to try and get a good item, and it's just a pal. Like, I don't know, imagine I chain for like another star or a golden or something right there, and I can just take that up right now. Like, I would have been gone. But, you know, there's a blue shell anyways. That guy just lags through it. So I try throwing a red up, red coming at me, and there's more where that came from, and then pull an unfortunate TC. You know, I would have been fine with like protection for the red or something, and I end up passing it to my mate, and it barely doesn't take him across the line. Fortunately, he does end up finishing just after one person passed him. I thought that he might have gotten hit by the star there, and gotten last or something, but you know, not too bad, but definitely not the race we needed. Sherbet Land is definitely one of my worst tracks. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna look it up right now, see where it is on my worst tracks, because I remember it being pretty low. Yeah, it is my worst track. So, here we are. I missed a little bit of the gameplay, but you know, I'm goldening up now. I see he's trailing a fib, don't want to hit it. I end up going too wide, hit the penguin. But you know, we're chilling in 5th, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I could be up in 2nd right now if I just wasn't being such a scrub, but you know, I got a little too paranoid at the fib and wasn't paying attention to anything else. But you know, pack's pretty tight, aside from first kind of breaking ahead. But you know, I can get back into 2nd pretty easy. As I say, I do, but then someone right behind me in a star ends up dodging. I didn't even see where that guy came from, honestly. I guess that's just an awareness thing. I slow-owned the shit out of that guy. That was pretty funny. Alright. No item there, which is pretty unfortunate. My lines here are very questionable. I think I was literally just expecting to run into the wall there, so I just didn't make any attempts to turn. Yeah, I don't know, just really bad driving there. I have this POW, which I want to hold till my mate gets around the turn, and also hopefully target POW a couple people. Just an unfortunate single red pull in 5th place there. I end up redding Waluigi back as payback for Peach Gardens. I'm getting just absolutely shoved around. Yeah, that's just hilarious that I don't get slammed like into a wall and lose all my speed at all. But right now we're 1-4. I opt to go for an item. And it's triple nanas, just not really worth it at all there. Someone in a mega doesn't flatten me somehow, and there's a last minute shock, so I end up getting passed by one more person, and we take home a 1-6. Now, I don't think I made the wrong choice going for the item there. In the event that I pulled a shroom, a TC even, that would have been extremely helpful. It's unfortunate I pulled triple nanas, but I don't think anything there besides, I don't know if you can pull a blooper in 4th, would have been worse than that. But yeah, overall, the 2 people that passed me would have passed me anyways because of the last minute shock, I think. So I'd say it was worth it considering people behind me tend to pull reds when I just don't have any protection. I just choose not to go for the item. Yeah, I don't know why I keep getting wheelie bumps in this room. Oof, I just shroom right into that guy's red. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just wasn't driving with very much awareness to what was going on around me. Okay, that I don't think I could have predicted that happening. Unfortunate that red doesn't crack. I had a really weird angle coming out of that flip trick, so I didn't really want to risk taking late cut when I was already that far behind. Yeah, weird shock, first set or whatever, but I'm able to pick up a ground start and a ground shroom, so not too mad about it. Now, at this point I'm not really sure where my mate is, but right there, I think on that turn I saw his tag, so I knew he wasn't in 1st, he was in like 3rd or something. So I throw blue, get a better angle at the cut, end up making it, but I missed the boost panel. I go back for that one, Yeah, it worked out, I guess. Now here I'm getting an 8th place box, very lucky star. I just use it right there when I see those reds coming back at me. I wanted to use it maybe a little later in this section, but there's a POW happening anyways. Unfortunate red right there. But shot comes, I get an 11th place box, and it is a bullet bill, so I just spam the shit out of that. Yeah, and then here, oh yeah, I forgot about this. This is kind of cringe. So here, I I just get absolutely killed. When that was just so preventable if I just actually opted to go on the boost panels. Mate ends up getting 2nd, so that kind of saves us. But yeah, I don't know, like, when I pulled the TC, I was just, my mind was like, oh, like, there's all this mud off-road at the end, so I can save time by, like, if I keep the TC, I can just go through it. But it really wouldn't have been that much slower, especially if I wasn't hitting any of the boost panels with the TC. Like, what I did was still slower, even before I got blue. But yeah, like, I don't know why I was so adamant about not losing the TC. I think I should have just taken the boost panels and secured like 4th or something. Like, even if the TC got passed, I still would have gotten a much better spot there. And then, yeah, I just ended up getting blued. Yeah, very weird double cut strategy I decided to go for. I just realized halfway through I wasn't gonna make it with my angle and my speed. So yeah, I just decided I'm taking no risks with that. Alright, this time I actually get the stick there. I don't know why I have such trouble getting the stick, but whatever. Here, I believe I go for double again. And this time I get a much better try at it. But I really just barely make it there. Yeah, don't want to hit the Shy Guys, but end up having a very bad last turn there. Unfortunate. Get Powered in the set, just hoping and praying it's not a TC, and thankfully it's not. I don't get the stick this lap. I, again, do not understand why. I, for the life of me, cannot. Oh yeah, this is really sad. I'm trailing a green with the red coming, thinking I'm fine, but then I end up getting shock redded because of it. Yeah, I'm really good at taking that cut when small because so many people shock lap me there. Yeah, I had a really bad just last zipper section. I don't know why I went so high right off the bat. I didn't think my angle was too bad with that one. And then the rest of it, like getting the TC, and then I just don't go on the zipper at all. I don't even get a trick at the end, like that was just really bad. And my mate also got last, so it was really not a great start to the last GP. Next we have Mushroom Gorge, which I believe is like my fourth worst track, and you're about to see why. But yeah, right off the bat I burn out, but it's Mushroom Gorge, so I'm not that worried about it. I just want to try and run this bullet up so I can use it to take me through the gorge section on lap 2. I am keeping in mind to pay attention to the mini-map because I know at least one person falls off in this gorge section basically every time. Look at the Mario. So you know, I do know that he respawned after the item set, so he has nothing right now. 11th place I don't think has the shock. If the Mario is going to get the shock, it is right now, and so maybe he's going to chain it up at this next set, or before it. So I go in my bill, and I know it's also going to take me through all the mushrooms and everything, so it gets me up there. You know, no shock, unfortunately, but you know, it's whatever. Unfortunately, my mate gets blued and I get redded right after that happens. So I'm basically not in the best spot now. It's very direct middle of the path. I pull blooper, which, you know, no one wants that. And yeah, I'm just trying to cycle for a mega, possibly. Because I am expecting a last set shock here. And now I'm just hoping for either a dodge or shrooms. I do get shrooms, but you know, that's why this is my like fourth worst track. There is a shock, like when I fail the gap jump, so thankfully I gain a couple spots back. But yeah, what could have been like a second or third if I made gap, or even like a fourth or a fifth if I just took the regular grass cut. Yeah, it's just very silly mistakes that I really just should not be making. So, you know, I definitely would benefit from time traveling a bit more, I think. I really need to practice the the hopless method there with the TF physics, because, you know, some people, they can get that super consistently. Very bad start to this Waluigi Stadium race. And then I just hit a pretty obvious dip there. In the moment, I was very shocked that no one had hit that, and that me in 12th place was the first person to come in contact with that in that line. But, you know, I did see it, like, pretty early coming around the corner there. But yeah, Waluigi Stadium is a track that I have run before and can drive well, but, you know, I'd say that this race I wasn't doing particularly well at all. Here I have a decent zipper, actually not that great. I cannot consistently do a turn skip. Yeah, that was just awful driving there. Yeah, like I have a very tough time getting the trick. Yeah, I'm like spamming up on my D-pad and nothing's coming out, so, oh no, maybe one day I'll learn. But yeah, here, box gets stolen, unfortunately. I'm gonna go around. I just cannot pull a dodge, so I'm hoping to get something here, but all the boxes are gone. Guaranteed shock, yep, there it is. Yeah, I don't know, I could have gotten a box at like the set before that, but because I had such a terrible terrible turn into the zipper, I just couldn't get a box. And then, yeah, that was a pretty slow last jump. I probably could have done something a lot faster there, maybe gained like one spot or something, but yeah, overall, I wasn't playing that one very smart, I will say. But my mate got second, so pretty good stuff. Currently, this is the last race going into it. I believe we are in second place. First is kind of broken ahead, and we're like four or 5 points ahead of third, I think. Here I pull TC and I'm very lucky to pass it like last second there. I really wasn't expecting to pass it. For some reason I thought that the bullet went around the middle there, but yeah, so I ended up almost getting billed. But thankfully I was able to avoid it. I have a very sketchy ultra cut. I really need to practice that one too. I have really bad exits to that. Got some, not great tricks, but they at least weren't super high. Second place kind of gets target shocked in the sand there, so I'm able to take over for a short while here. But someone resized before me, I think, ended up passing me. But I'm holding third, mate's in first, things are looking pretty good, and I don't know, I just run right into the red for some reason. That was extremely avoidable. I see the person with triple greens behind me, and really good snipe by him, honestly. I just get absolutely clobbered. And now I'm kinda screwed. Someone with rips behind me, and I use a star at the perfect time to break the red and dodge the shock. I was gonna try and cut through the sand there, but then I saw my star running out. Yeah, just absolute bonkers driving here. I don't know where my mate is anymore. Nowhere to be seen after last I saw he was in first. So that's unfortunate. And the ending, the triple greens just was a unfortunate pull there. I think I was in like 4th or 5th when I got the item box. So I was really hoping to get a shroom or something, and we end up getting 512 for that last race. So unfortunately, we do get 3rd for that event. We had like a just barely lost some MMR and had a slight LR gain. But yeah, overall, pretty mediocre result. Um, yeah, I had some really clutch moments in that event, but for the most part, I'd say my driving wasn't all that spectacular, and um, I also just wasn't playing very smart with my items at some instances there. But overall, not bad.